What's up, everybody? Marco here. I've decided to make another reaction video today for two reasons. Number one, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and number two, I'm in the mood for it because sometimes I'm too lazy to make these videos, but like I've said, I feel like today's the day. So today I'm gonna react to RE9 trailer. I've already seen it, but I'm gonna run it and debate it here for a few minutes. Um, like I've said, I'm a huge fan of the franchise, and it's been a long time coming. The trailer's finally here. Capcom's been busy, and without further ado,
Sir,
subtitles in. Graphics awesome. This alone reminds me of RE1 remake, like the intro, where they're like reviewing like the similar case file about the victims who were eaten out in the Arklay Mountains. So it's kind of a nice you know flashback to it, you know kind of a smooth way to reminisce in that. Clearly at the high building. So this is going to be our new protagonist, Grace Ashcroft, daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft from the Outbreak games, which I've played a long time ago. Pretty great fucking games. Like, probably the only multiplayer games RE fans actually enjoyed playing. She kind of reminds me of Hunnigan with the glasses and off the setting.
Grace! Grace! Grace Ashcroft.
yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
Man, I thought I was messing with her. I thought her death. Damn. How does she get around? I don't know. And the graphics looks amazing.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now.
You know, I gotta say, the graphics, once again, like, fucking mind-blowing. Like, Capcom really knows, I mean, they know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to graphics. My personal opinion so far for me, RE3 Remake has the best graphics, followed by RE4 Remake. Some people think, and say, oh, RE2 is basically the same as RE3 when it comes to graphics. But to tell you the truth, RE3 Remake looks way more colorful. There's more attention to detail, especially when it comes to, detail on characters. Like, you can see like the tiny dirt on them, like more blood. Like, there's more detail. Like, I'm noticing it. I have a beast of a PC. I crank up like the games 100%. Like, I max out everything when it comes to graphics because I really enjoy nice graphics like that are eye candy, like the RE games certainly are since RE7 came out. Like, they've been really focusing on the graphics. But this game will probably surpass RE3 remake. I mean, in terms of graphics, but yeah, I mean, no doubt. Just look at this. I mean, I like everything so far. I just don't like the fact that Grace's hair looks very, very. I mean, come on, man. Like, this is gray hair. Like, she's supposed to be 20 something and she looks like Nikolai. Look at that fucking hair. She's as gray as Nikolai from RE3 remake. It's just, I feel like should have been more yellow or make it, brown. But since her mother was blonde, I guess they wanted her to be blonde too. But I feel like it's too gray, man. That's the thing I don't like so far. I mean, she looks relatively pretty. I wouldn't say she's like super beautiful, but like kind of like the mixture of I mean, she looks like the mixture of Rose and Ashley Graham to 100%.
We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
She's an analyst.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
So she's an analyst, but somehow she's gonna end up being in the field. I mean, analysts, they work like office work with the government. Like, she doesn't seem to me like a fighter or a field agent, you know, but it's been confirmed that the game is going to be in first person and that she's going to be the main character. Uh, However, I kind of doubt that. I'm not sure at this point. Like, it could be that she's going to be in the prologue and then afterwards we're going to play as somebody else, hopefully one of the OG characters, but none of that's been confirmed. I mean, it's too early to be confirmed at this point, but I mean, in all honesty, I've never been a fan of RE7 or The Village. Like, Village, I really hate. RE7, it was okay, but I'm just not a fan of the first person and the new characters being implemented into the franchise. Especially because RE7 and The Village don't feel like RE games to me. I mean, even if you haven't played the previous games and you played RE7 and The Village, it's kind of like the story on its own, you know? So even if you're not an RE fan, you can play it and understand it for the most part. And I didn't enjoy the sluggishness of the movement in first person and the slow reload animations and the enemies. I didn't like the mold. Like, I really miss zombies. Although I do feel like in the trailer, like later we're gonna see zombie-like creatures. I think the zombies are gonna make a comeback in this game. But you know, I just didn't enjoy RE7 and The Village. But especially because of the characters, I really don't like the Winters family. Like, for me, Ethan Winters is the worst RE protagonist, and you can disagree with me. I really don't. I really didn't like him as the protagonist. He feels out of place, and he's also like a monster. Like, he's not even human. Like, he basically dies in Resident Evil 7 and gets resurrected as some type of hybrid between molded and human. I mean, makes no fucking sense. I mean, his daughter's DLC, I didn't even want to play. I watched it on YouTube. I really couldn't care less. I'm glad their story is over. And I see that Capcom loves to implement these Nepo kids into the franchise. Like, we had, you know, Sherry in RE2, then we had Jake, I mean, Wesker's son in RE6, then we had Rose Winters in RE Village, and now we have Grace Ashcroft in RE9. Like, I mean, I forgot Moira Burton. I mean, Moira Burton and Grace have more sense to me because, and of course, Sherry, but Sherry's not the daughter of one of the playable characters, but still, I mean, they kind of make sense to me. I didn't find Rose to make much sense because she's like a Nepo child of a character most fans don't give a fuck about. I mean, when Ethan Winters died, nobody really gave much shit about it. Like, if you were to kill off one of the major OGRE protagonists, fans would lose their shit. Like, because we're so attached to them. That's just my opinion. But yeah, nepotism is like a trendy thing within the RE franchise right now. I would kind of like Capcom to let that shit go. It's kind of becoming tiresome at this point, but this seems more interesting, you know, in comparison to RE7 and Village, because actually we're gonna go back to RC. So let's continue the video.
Oh shit.
He's tied up.
What is this? Hey! Help!
He's got some. We have a dark corridor, abandoned building. I think this is like the hotel where her mother was killed. She's gonna go investigate, or she's gonna end up there after being taken or something. That's just my theory.
Stay close.
scenes.
They're coming.
Oh, this looks amazing. Graphics. I remember one time, I think my mother walked into a room while I was playing RE3 Remake. She asked me what movie was I watching. I'm like, it's a video game. And a lot of times, like, people see my wallpaper of Jill Valentine and they ask me, wow, is that your girlfriend? I'm like, what the fuck, man? I wish. I mean, like I've said, the graphics look mind blowing. Like, a lot of people, when they see Jill on my wallpaper, they actually think it's a real person. So it's just crazy how far we've come within the like video games as like like a concept, like what they used to be and what they've ended up becoming. It's just mind blowing. Just look at these.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for.
Apparently, this is gonna be the villain.
Special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
And yeah, this is what got me hyped the most. RC is back. This is a great concept, by the way. We got to have a similar thing like this at the end of the Outbreak. Um, but now, I mean, this is gonna look even better. I mean, just look at this. Like, the city is kind of half destroyed. Some of the buildings are intact. Maybe they got rebuilt. Like, this apparently wasn't a nuclear weapon, so it's not gonna be like radioactive. Although modern nukes, even the ones in from the 90s, they didn't really have radiation problem like atomic bombs that nuked Japan. So I do think it Raccoon City in theory could be livable, but I think they use it more here for scientific purposes and research than just repopulating it. But this looks great. I really hope we'll get to walk down these streets, because one of the things I really hated about RE2 and RE3 Remake is that we really didn't get to see much of the RC. Especially in RE3, that was like a major fucking flaw in my opinion, because what I was really looking for was to explore the streets of Raccoon City, during the Outbreak. RE3, the OG, is my favorite RE of all time. I beat it literally over 50 times. RE2 also, like when you play the OG game, like the intro is so fun when you're like going through a couple of streets in order to reach the police station. But that was cut from the remake. You just kind of go down the street, up the stairs, and you're there. Like, which is bullshit in my opinion. Like, that never should have been cut from the RE2 remake. And this is of course going to be like post-apocalyptic RC, but that's what's making it interesting. And what I would actually personally really like to see is if we get to stumble upon Nikolai's dead body, like, because he got vaporized. I mean, not like vaporized 100%. Like, I hope we're gonna find his remains, like his skeleton or something, because he was left to die in a nuclear firestorm um, after Jill left him to die. So that would be interesting to stumble upon his dead body or something. I think that would be kind of fun. Or what I would love to see the most, but I don't think this is going to happen, to see Jill Valentine walk down these streets and then hearing echoes of voices in her head, like, and she remembers being with Carlos on the same street like over 30 years ago, trying to survive. And basically, that would just like be something that haunts her in her mind, and Leon could experience a similar thing. um that's kind of interesting concept, because I've seen it in Red Dead Redemption too. When you go back to the places where your old camp used to be as John Marston, after Arthur has passed, he can actually sometimes hear voices like in his head, remembering the times when he was there, when the camp was set up. So that's very cool. Rockstar strikes it again. Super excited about GTA 6, but I'm not going to talk about that here. And yeah, I think there's a lot of here that it's going to be mind blowing. Like, the Raccoon City part is really what I'm looking forward to. Like, I don't care much about Grace, Ashcroft, and that new storyline. The storyline's probably going to be a new one. My biggest fear is that we're not gonna get any of the OG characters back. If Leon or Jill don't make a comeback in this game, it's gonna be a major fucking bummer for me. I mean, it's really gonna disappoint me. I think it's gonna be a major wasted opportunity. You know, I think there's a lot of wasted potential within these characters. This is why I don't like the Winters family. I think Capcom invested way too much time into Ethan Winters and his family, and I personally couldn't give less fucks about him or his family, and I just didn't enjoy the storyline of RE7 and the Village at all. Like, I get it. Some people like, oh yeah, we needed a fresh start after RE6 and all those RE5 and 4 like action games. We needed a fresh start. Okay, I get it, but at the same time, dude, I want to see, Jill experiencing another horror misadventure, or even Claire, because she and Jill have been left out for so long. Jill's my favorite character. So not seeing her is really going to disappoint me, but I'm not being too optimistic. Like, knowing Capcom, they tend to like leave Jill out for a very, very significant long time, which pisses me off, but this is what they want, to give us some new stories, new characters. I'm kind of fed up with it, but I do like Grace Ashcroft more than I would love Rose or Ethan Winters. Like, that's a certainty. I'm not hyped about her. Like, this is what I'm hyped the most about, so.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down. Like Terminator.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Voices, people think those are the characters from the Outbreak. I think that makes sense. Maybe some of them are going to make a comeback, which would also be very cool. Some people say this is Claire, this is Jill, this is Carlos. No, I don't think so. They sound nothing like them. So.
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Yeah, the station is still standing. Now, this looks so haunting, man. It's like, imagine just walking into this building after so many years and being still recognizable, but looking even more dead than it was back in 98. Very funny. And instead of zombies, you'd see fucking ghosts. Like, it's crazy. I mean, of course you wouldn't see ghosts. It's not that type of game. But, like, you know what I mean. Just be the haunts, the echoes of the past, Stay away from that! So, wow, this looks very, very well made. Blood, visual effects are. So this guy looks like a zombie. RE9 finally here, guys. February 27th. 2026. I mean, they've got the balls to release it in 26 when GTA 6 is about to come out, but luckily they're going to release this one. Like, Capcom's going to release RE6 before GTA, of course. I mean, who the fuck is crazy to release a new video game after GTA 6 comes out? So yeah, Capcom definitely have to release this like in February. And there's some new photos here that I found. Like, this is Grace online. Yeah, I just really don't like the hair, man. Like, the eyes, the face, okay, but like, why do they have to make hair so gray? I just don't get it, man. Just put more yellow into it, man. She's like 20 something and you're making her look old. Like, I've never seen a girl who's this young to have gray, like, whitish hair. Like, is she albino? Maybe. I don't think so. Yeah, well, this looks like real life, man. This graphics, I can't wait to test my RTX 4090 when I max the shit out of it when this game comes out. Shit, it's gonna look mind blowing. So she's clearly gonna be able to use a Zippo lighter as a light source, which is kind of interesting concept instead of a flashlight. So that makes me wonder that she's actually kidnapped and taken to this place, and that she wakes up in this haunted, hotel, and she's clearly hurt. I can still see the bandage here, so I don't think she's a field agent. That's just my theory, that she got kidnapped and taken inside of this abandoned hotel where her mother was killed. So that would make the most sense to me, because she clearly doesn't look like a fighter. I hope there's going to be like segments where you need to hide and not get caught, otherwise you die, kind of like with Sherry and RE2. That would be very cool, like to play hide and seek, kind of add to the stealth element, I guess. I mean, these corridors, yeah, there's a lot of attention to detail here. Like, looks kind of like a hospital or something. And yeah, this could be like a hallucination or the actual like BOW. Um, but I doubt this is gonna be her mother. Some people probably have like fan theories that she's gonna come across a mutated version of her mother, like that her mother's gonna be the main boss. But I don't think so. Yeah, these corridors this looks very creepy. Kind of this kind of reminds me of The Shining. I don't know. It just has that vibe to it. Yeah, this is clearly Grace reading like a type of book. Shadow Ghosts, like a catalog. I guess. Harriet Jones. Yeah, this is probably gonna be another type of monster. It looks creepy as fuck. Probably the one from the trailer that's crawling on the walls. So yeah, I mean, basically that's it so far. I mean, I can't wait to see another trailer. The game
My
looks
hope.
visually like mind blowing. This really looks breathtaking. It's so destroyed yet so beautiful. You know, this is what I wanted, like to see more of RC and less of those villages and like some like Louisiana like ruined big ass abandoned semi abandoned mansions in the fucking swamps. I really didn't enjoy that set. You know, I really didn't. I know a lot of fans like that. I really didn't because I think RE7 is kind of ripping off the elements of RE1 remake while the Resident Evil Village is ripping off RE4 back and forth like on so many metrics. So that's why I don't like those games. I feel like they're like the inferior versions of RE1 remake and RE4. And I actually think that we're gonna get, because it's gonna be the 30th anniversary of RE, that we may even get the RE1 remake again, and that would be also kind of cool. I mean, I would like to see how that would play out. But I do believe that's confirmed, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm like 95% sure that's confirmed. And I think Capcom is going to make a lot of money next year, and they're on the roll. I mean, they're doing well, but even when they weren't doing well, even when the fans were unhappy, like RE5 and 6, like the most hated RE games, sold so many fucking copies, made Capcom so much money. I actually think their net worth is like greater than Rockstar Games, which is probably going to change when GTA 6 comes out, but damn, like Capcom's on a roll. So, yeah, I mean, relatively, I'm optimistic about this game. I don't like the fact that it's going to be in first person. I don't like the, but maybe not. I mean, in the photo here, we see Grace from behind, so maybe it's not going to be, but it was apparently it was confirmed. I don't know. Maybe some aspects of the game are going to be in first person, others won't. I'm not sure. But I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be in third person, but probably unlikely because I think this is going to end the third trilogy. Like the first trilogy is RE 1, 2, 3, the second trilogy 4, 5, 6, and now this is like 7, 8, 9. So this is going to be the third trilogy conclusion, I guess. So yeah, I mean, we're going to. I mean, now we can just speculate, but those are just my speculations. I'm just hoping that we're going to have Jill back or Leon. I would prefer it to be Jill, but it's very unlikely in my opinion. Like knowing Capcom, I really doubt she's gonna make an appearance. Even if she makes like a small appearance or is mentioned or something, I'm gonna be happy. You know, I would really love to see her, Jill making a comeback within the games. It was great seeing her in Death Island, but it's just an animated film. I want to see her in a new game. I mean, Claire is probably going to return when Code Veronica remake comes out in a year or two. I'm sure, like probably in 2-3 years from now. But yeah, I mean, all remains to be seen. So far, like I'm very satisfied with the RC setting, but not so sure about the Grace's, storyline. I really didn't care much about her mother as a side character. Her mother really is a side character. She was mentioned in RE7, so I'm not gonna say she's insignificant, but like in comparison to other characters, she's a minor one. And her daughter's gonna be a brand new one, so we're still adding new characters, and I think we kind of have too many characters. and not enough screen time for all of them, not enough games for all of them. So yeah, it's kind of like it's a tough spot. Like Leon is like the golden boy of the franchise, who's usually under the spotlight, and so is Chris. Like Chris and Leon have appeared in the most games. I feel like Jill and Claire have been really, really left out. So is Rebecca, and of course Barry. But hopefully that will change. I really hope it will. You know, some people argue, oh, they're too old now, so we need to have new characters. Well, Jill isn't. Like, Jill doesn't age like a normal human anymore. So I think that's like what could actually bring her back. Like now her life expectancy is probably, you know, double the length of an average human. If an average human can live up to 90, 100 years, I think Jill can probably live up to 150, 160 now. And her aging is slowed down, so she's still going to look relatively good. Like women at the age of 30, 40 look well these days, so no reason why she wouldn't, even though she would be like in her 50s now. But yeah, I mean, remains to be seen. Like, anyway, yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say for now. Like I've said, I'm optimistic. I think Capcom knows what they're doing. So far, the only aspects that I don't like is the fact that it's going to be in first person, most likely, and we once again have a new character. We don't have a confirmation that the OG characters are going to be brought back, but I guess I'll try to stay optimistic. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and have a great one, guys, and stay safe out there.